It's Week 18 of the National Football League, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Broncos and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Oh, yeah!
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport, and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you...
Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Gabriel, he'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this returnable for Hill. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a 1st-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Steps away. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Let's go. It's all good, baby. It's all good.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
That's it.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Your trip is here.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, Gabriel. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bears take over.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot...
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A huge play there for Chicago.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Hey, check, set up.
They run the toss now with Gibson.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Gibson here running out of the gun.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Yeah.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go, T. Here I come.
Now it's Fields.
Buying time to his left.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
They'll run with Montgomery. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Once more, Montgomery.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Montgomery.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And this one is right through.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gabriel. And his throw here is incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe, because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
On 3rd down, Gabriel. And this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Chicago! Tyreek Hill, his 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
The extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. He sets to fire deep, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Clark. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Well, this defense for the Bears, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
Touchdown, Chicago! Cole Kmet, 78 yards as the Bears push further out in front.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Get ready. Get ready.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. From the gun on 3rd down, Gabriel.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere. But it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Hill on the return. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense.
And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 49, guys. Mike. Here we go. Let's bring it.
On the counter, Gibson.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Shifts past him at the 45.
And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it, baby.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Fields now to throw.
And he rifles one incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here's Fields.
Oh, he's going to go for it all.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock 1 time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Gabriel. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This is the tight end Fant.
It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And just shutting him off there. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense.
He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. A give. This is Montgomery. Fights through him. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Fields. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Fields.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Come on, let's go. We got three, fellas.
To throw from his end zone, Gabriel. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. That's taken on the 25.
All day.
Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense.
They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Fields.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Chris Godwin
With touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Bears continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get in the ball. We'll see if they can do it. And to give this time to the tailback. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive.
Touchdown! That's caught at the 1. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season, and the Bears add on.
Well, I'll say one thing, Charles. You're getting really good practice here in breaking down touchdowns. What did you see there?
Well, the same thing I've seen over and over and over in this first half. My scintillating analysis, Brandon, this offense is absolutely taking no prisoners.
The point after is good, and that will extend this big lead.
Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. To throw on second down. Gabriel trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. From the gun on third down, Gabriel. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll look to throw again. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
To throw is Fields.
And going deep for Hill. Touchdown Bears! Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears continue to pour it on.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there.
Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter. They're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion. Anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Gabriel. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Watch out for Hill on the return.
Come on, baby.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Baker Mayfield leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense.
And, Charles, he's already north of 300 yards in this game.
And while watching him work, I just keep coming back to what a magic number that is. We've almost made it routine, haven't we? 300 yards, wow, what a great day. We don't understand what goes into that. And today, he's taking advantage of every opportunity, and he's being very precise throwing the football.
Some highlights to show for his efforts. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Back to the air, Fields on second down.
And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. first down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, here's Fields.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2nd and 2. Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
Gets by him at the 25. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Back to the ground. This time Montgomery shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields.
Eluding, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Back to throw. Gabriel. He finds his man, complete. It's Garcia.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Gabriel. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Garcia. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Gabriel. Throw left side complete. That's Garcia.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gabriel. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's coming again.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Fields throw on target to Godwin here. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 62 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Flushed out right, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The Bears on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Get ready.
Denver's offense now set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Throwing on first down. Gabriel. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Well, they can put him in a number of different places. In line, H-back, put him in the slot. In this case, they put him out wide. Matchup nightmare. Who are you going to send out to cover him? And he picks up a first down with that catch.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Looking to throw. Gabriel.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on third down. Gabriel. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up fourth. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Bears on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Chicago. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Montez Sweat in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. On third down, Clark. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
And this returnable for Hill.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Here's Fields.
And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Completes it to Fant on the right side. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Pushing his way through. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bears take over. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Back to throw. Fields.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that